filmmaking is time travel. So how I stumbled upon this was I was watching a website on YouTube called My 70s TV, My 80s TV, My 90s. They have like different eras. And what it does is it compiles a bunch of YouTube videos from each decade. And you can watch all of them through the decade as if you're watching TV from that era. So let's say you're watching 70s TV. They went and compiled a bunch of news clips, television clips, commercials, movies, and they put them all on one channel. And I was thinking this would be a great research tool as well as a tool for filmmakers to actually use as a way to make period pieces. It's not very easy to get all that information, and to have it all distilled in one location, I thought was a very interesting resource, and I wanted to give that to you guys just because I don't know if everyone knows what it is, but it also kind of spawned a different idea. Filmmaking is kind of like the only real way time travel can exist. I was thinking about my just whole history as a filmmaker, going back to like 2008, 2009, when I was making animations, back when YouTube was just starting. And one thing that has always been very clear to me is that I've always had a very different type of childhood than most people because I grew up as a filmmaker. I was able to document so much of my life that I can literally go back to basically any era of my life that I want to and see it. Not just sort of a recreation, a photo of it. I can actually see exactly how I talked, how I acted, how my friends interacted, and theoretically if I ever have kids or have a family down the line or anyone I want to show exactly how I acted in the past, you have those videos stored and saved on YouTube. And that is a really powerful concept. And you might be saying like, okay, big whoop, that's very, very generic. But I think it really is something that we can apply to filmmaking. A lot of people say, if a movie doesn't have a lot that's going on, like, why'd you make this movie? If it's just like, I've seen a lot of naturalistic films that are popping up on the folk filmmaking perspective. And a lot of people say, well, it needs to have more action, more suspense. A lot of filmmaking, I think, is just documentation. I wish a lot of us filmmakers would go out and just document things, document how we are, how our friends are, how our families are, and put them in our films, and use that sort of naturalistic streak to document a time and a place. Because 10, 20, 30 years down the line, you're going to want to see that. You're going to want to perceive that. And I think a whole new crop of feature films and long form short films are going to come out that are going to be sort of building into this phenomenon, which is making and creating art for future documentation. You can only capture the present as it is right now. You can always try to recreate it, make a biopic, do all that kind of stuff, but the only true and real sort of form of finding something is to film it in its present moment. And I think one thing that I've always had that's very special in my life is that ability to always go out and record stuff and then always make it into something, a behind the scenes video, a short film, a feature film. And I think it's cool to see myself progress as a filmmaker, but also to progress as a person. And I think that's my wish, is that if there's anything you learn from this filmmaking channel is don't just make movies to make movies. Make movies to document how you are in that present moment, how you're feeling. You might not even be in the films itself, but I think it would be really, really beautiful if you could make a feature film, a short film, a behind the scenes video, or even just a YouTube channel and document your present feelings so that you can look back at them in the future. And before you go, I have two videos they're gonna pop somewhere on the screen. A video that Joel did about B-roll that you guys should check out. It's a really great video, and Joel needs some more love on this channel. And second of all, we have a video about my love of the Criterion collection. I think this was a really fun video and something new for me. So if you can give me a couple more opinions on it, tell me what you think. Tell me if you loved it, hate it, or if I suck. That would be appreciated. So thanks, and subscribe for more videos.